Titanic takedown.
Brilliant work, Vault Hunter. That ass kicking will make Maliwan think twice before they come at us again.
What's up, what's up? So we got a pretty decent time on the Woden fight right now, which is pretty good. And then the best thing about it is that somebody can actually demolish this time, which is super duper good because we have a normal bang stick. If you rock a corrosive one with about 18 pellets, so that way you're able to get the highest chance of proccing leaving no trace. You'll just be able to, you'll probably get about 100% more damage than what I'm doing right now, 100% or more damage than what I'm doing right now due to the corrosive added elements inside of our kit. So that's going to be amazing. And then also this is negative modifiers, which you guys probably already saw. So if you find good modifiers and just rerun this thing and like get it perfected, you're going to have a clean run. So we have our trusty gun that we already been using. You know, you can call it the Maggie, you can call it the McGee, you can call it the Margaret. I'm gonna switch up this name every time, I can't lie to you. So we're still rocking this. So there's a thing that was brought up about the brainstorming rocking the cryo magazine versus running the 100% action skill one. So the 100% action skill one actually does do more damage in that pocket of time. You're looking to do upwards of like 50% more damage, which is like phenomenal. It depends on who you're hitting though, of course, because if you're going to get somebody that's shock immune, then you're really not going to get that much benefit from it. Well, any benefit actually. And then there's another key aspect to it. When you are down and you're outside of that pocket of time where your action skill in gives you that bonus, the magazine is still going to be there because it's attached to the magazine. So that's going to help you get up even smoother. So that's just something to play around with. I have actually enjoyed having the added damage on the magazines rather than the weapon action skill in. Because you are going to go down a few times inside this build, inside of the raid, if you are soloing it on the hardest of difficulties. There's a chance of you going down. And one thing to keep in mind when you are playing this and running around with it, you can position yourself in the back of the enemy. And if you position yourself in the back of the enemy, they have to turn around to get you. So you're giving yourself a little bit of extra time to go ahead and get those shots off. And then some of those times you'll be able to freeze them beforehand, which will just allow you to glide through. And it's something that you want to be doing anyway because you want your shield to stay relatively high. And we can't get it recharged just yet due to the Guardian ranks. But when that does happen, this build will just work and like flow even better. So that is the case with that. Still rocking the Unforgiven. This one we have maxed out for the crit hit damage. That's just going to allow us to go ahead and crit swap and do a ton of damage with our bang stick, which you guys already saw it displayed. One thing to keep in mind, we use the Cutsman, which was a shock one. Sometimes, hey, this thing had a visual bug earlier. So yeah, we're rocking the Cutsman so that way we go ahead and melt through the first little shield of the enemy so that way we can get right to the second phase of the Woden fight and just go ahead and blow them up. This is something that I actually looked at one of Senti's videos and he actually went ahead and skipped out on killing the little mobs to go ahead and skip one of the stronger waves of enemies. Just makes things a little bit smoother. And then like the main enemy that you do want to go ahead and kill when they do end up spawning is the striker robot. You can leave the other robots alone and you'll be fine. They won't end up, the strikers won't end up respawning. And that's the main thing that actually ends up killing people inside these runs. It ends up killing me most of the time because those missiles are really fast and really accurate, which is wild. So we're still rocking the Transformer. Still the same thing right here. Recurring Hex right here. You can switch up whichever one that you actually do want to run. We're just rocking this so that we got the radiation damage while we were running through. Bounty Hunter just specifically for the Woden fight. You can swap this around and then mix it up and run whatever you want to run. And then if you get a good Flesh Melter is going to help you out so much more than the Icebreaker for this last little fight. So you can swap that around and play around with that and that will get boosted up by your additional corrosive damage on one of your items right here. And then you're not locked into having the specific bonuses on your Brainstormer itself. It can be on anything right here. So that opens up the build quite a bit. It's not really super duper specific. And yeah, you guys should be able to get this thing running relatively smoothly. And then this is the same tree. That's really it. Oh, we just put more friends into Leave No Trace because there's something called binomial distribution that I was looking back into because I haven't done math in a very, very long time. And, well, not this type of math in a long time. And so having this at 36%, of course, increases the chances of you getting your Leave No Trace proc to proc back, which is going to allow you to chain shoot your sticky grenade. So we just swapped up the tree a little bit, took a few points out of second intention. Having the 2 points and 2 persistence on there felt like pretty bad, honestly. Because you're going to end up killing the enemies most of the time inside of that normal duration, or you're going to at least get them to the immunity phase for the ones that are immune a majority of the time. So you can just have your points to rage and recover. It's going to keep you alive a bit longer and to give you an extra HP regeneration. And right there, you can play around with it though. See what you do enjoy. We just rock Gorillas in the Mist for the last fight. 90% of the time we are rocking Until You're Dead. You can even rock Until You're Dead inside the final fight too. And it works out pretty well. But we're just playing around with a few more options. Just testing out a few things. And shout out to my boys that mentioned the Torch Sticky Shotgun because I haven't played around with it in quite a bit. So this was a good thing to add to the mix.